noticed that men and women are different? Yes, there's the obvious differences, but I'm going to focus on one little thing: keeping score. In a typical relationship, we score ourselves and the other person based on the things that we do, both the large and the little. And we award ourselves points, cha-ching, that we put into a virtual bank, and they accumulate as credit, and then we hope to make a withdrawal later on, if you know what I mean. According to relationship counselor Dr. John Gray, he says that men tend to think big and give themselves a lot of points. Here's an example. The alarm goes off absurdly early in the morning, about 8 o'clock, and he gets out of bed and gives himself, cha-ching, 500 points. He works hard all day long and awards himself, cha-ching, 2,000 points. He goes home without speeding or stopping for a Big Mac before dinner, cha-ching, 500 points. He now has accumulated 3,000 points and figures it's time to put up his feet, turn the TV on, and wait until dinner is served. The woman, however, sees the same behavior and scores things very differently. Her man gets up and leaves for work on time. Cha-ching, 1 point. He works hard to provide for his family. Cha-ching, 1 point. He comes straight home, even gets the mail on the way in, and cha-ching, 1 point. He thinks he has 3,000 points. She thinks he has 3 points. You wonder why there's a bit of disharmony in this home? I'm going to share with all you guys out there what you can do to earn points for your woman's virtual bank with very little effort. It's all in the little things. For example, in the morning, when you get up and your wife is in the bathroom, just pull those covers over the bed. You don't even have to straighten out the sheets underneath. And when she comes out of the bathroom, she'll notice and go, oh, hey, make the bed for me. Cha-ching. Then when you're making coffee, just pour another cup. You can even leave it on the kitchen counter. When she comes into the kitchen, she'll notice, oh, he made me coffee. Cha-ching. I remember when my husband and I were dating, and he was an unemployed university student, and he brought me half-dead daisies that he probably picked up from the ditch. Well, daisies are my favorite. Cha-ching! But on our anniversary, he thought bigger is better. So he bought me a beautiful big bouquet of 12 long-stem red roses. He's thinking, cha-ching, ching, 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 12 points. And what did I do? Cha-ching, 1 point. For women, magnitude doesn't matter. Let's do an experiment. How many of you would rather, if you're given an option, would rather get the big bouquet of 12 roses at once, or 1 rose 12 different times? Ladies, how many of you would choose 1 rose 12 different times? See? Save yourselves some money and understand that it's the little things, simple but often. Now here's the exciting part. I'm going to tell you how you can get points for doing absolutely nothing. Men, do I have your attention? The first step is to make a plan. Get a babysitter lined up and make a reservation at a restaurant. Now you might be thinking that the big thing to do is to surprise her that night and get your point. Amateur! You tell her ahead of time, hey honey, I got a babysitter lined up and I'm gonna take you to a nice restaurant. What's she gonna do? Cha-ching! And what do you think happens the next day when she's talking to her friend on the phone? Hey, you'll never guess what he did. He got a babysitter and he's taking me to a nice restaurant. Cha-ching! Meanwhile, the wife on the other end, she's getting a little bit jealous and her husband is getting negative points. It doesn't stop there. You're guaranteed at least a few more days of these free points as she tells the cashier at the grocery store, cha-ching, the teller at the bank, cha-ching, and the dental hygienist, cha-ching. You don't have to go broke doing the big family vacation. Cha-ching, 1 point. All you have to do is focus on the little things. The foot massage, cha-ching. The movie for the kids and maybe a candle beside the box of pizza, cha-ching. A word of encouragement on a sticky note on the mirror, cha-ching. You don't have to be wondering how many points you're scoring, because you'll be scoring big time.